in Twin Falls. And so how do these refugees get to Twin Falls? Do you think they land at some airport like JFK or LaGuardia and go, let's go to Twin Falls, Idaho? Never been there. Let's go check it out. No, this is how we got a video coming up from Barbara Day, and she's going to talk about how the refugee resettlement program works, because it's very calculated. They want to send refugees, kind of like what they're doing in Germany. They're taking a village of maybe 100 people and sending 1,000 refugees there. Or they're taking, 5,000. There was one town we went to, there was 38,000 people there, and they have about 1,200 refugees that they have spread around. We actually interviewed one, a young man named Muhammad, and you can find that in the Alex Jones channel. But here's Barbara Day explaining how the domestic resettlement section chief works and what their process is to moving refugees around the country.
The philosophy of the United States Refugee Resettlement Program is built on the premise that refugees will become self-sufficient as soon as possible, ideally through employment, although some refugees, of course, come to join family members who are already economically self-sufficient. We view self-sufficiency and participation in local affairs as signs of integration into our culture. The United States accepts most of its refugees through referrals from the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees. And within that criteria of international law, we accept the most vulnerable refugees. We have systems in place throughout our country whereby those refugees most in need of our assistance can be welcomed, provided with the assistance that they need, and find security, safety, and a future in the United States. Certainly most refugees dream of returning to their home country, but for many refugees, that is not possible. And for those refugees that can no longer be protected in the region offering initial protection, resettlement to a third country becomes sometimes not only the best option, but the only option. And the United States certainly encourages other countries to continue to resettle refugees, to increase the numbers of refugees that they are able to resettle in a given year. And of course, we welcome new resettlement countries to our community of this wonderful form of humanitarian assistance and protection.
It's a wonderful form if they really want to come here and be assimilated. And from talking to the young man in Germany, he says he wants to be resettled, but he has no interest in going back to his country. And this is a young man of prime working age. He should be working on his country. It's like we talk to these people who run around shaking the Mexican flags. If Mexico's so great and you want to shake the Mexican flag, why are you here? Why aren't you in Mexico making Mexico great again? Why are you coming to our country and telling us we have to become Mexico? Because there's a reason you or your parents left Mexico.